Douglas Sloan, Democratic strategist. Douglas, my first question to you. Last night, Tuesday night, we heard the president say this doesn't happen anywhere else. Talk to me about what is unique in the United States about this gun culture.
Yeah, it is obviously something that is uniquely American, and it's interesting to hear Republicans saying that it's a mental health issue, but the United States does not have a mental health problem that is an outlier when compared to any other modern peer nations on the planet. Not Great Britain, not France, not Brazil, not Canada. We don't have any more mental health problems than they do. So obviously, mental health isn't it. It is the incredible proliferation of guns that we have in this country. And in Texas and Florida and places like that in particular, they have incredibly loose gun laws. An 18-year-old can't rent a car. He can't buy cigarettes. He can't buy alcohol. He can't have certain types of insurance, but he can buy an AR-15. So obviously, this is really a problem that we're looking at here. And it's unfortunate that many Republicans try to hark back to the Second Amendment. But in reality, the Second Amendment that was ratified back in 1791 doesn't really have any bearing on what's going on today. The Second Amendment, which reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, had to do with maintaining a militia to protect the country, a standing militia. Once we developed an army and a Navy and an Air Force, Marines, and we have the U.S. Armed Forces, we no longer need that standing militia to defend the country. So it's really an outdated amendment. The forefathers couldn't have possibly seen anything like this. Back when they ratified the Second Amendment in 1791, it took 2 minutes to arm and load a standard flintlock rifle. 2 minutes. The bullets weren't even invented till the 1830s. There was no extended clips. There was no semi-automatic handguns or shotguns or rifles or anything like that. So it's really crazy that Republicans try to put this on the Second Amendment, saying that this is what the forefathers intended, when it is a completely different world that we're living in right now.
Well, let me ask you, what can Democrats do? We've heard how exasperated they are. We did hear from the Democratic Majority Leader, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, saying, look, at this point, it's got to be about who you vote for in November in those midterm elections. But what can they do before that?
I know Chuck, and I would like to echo that sentiment. Yes, it is about voting for Democrats that are going to enact common sense gun control. But until then, at this point, we're looking at having to end the filibuster, because the Republicans are staunchly against any type of gun control legislation. And surveys show that Americans want gun control legislation. They would like to ban assault weapons. They would like to have a waiting period. They would like to have psych evaluations and training for certain types of weapons. They want all these safeguards in place. But Republicans who are beholden to the NRA don't want any of that. Just for example, Senator Joni Ernst from Iowa received over $3 million from the NRA in her Senate career. In this country, money talks, and it's very unfortunate that the Republican Congress is no longer representing the will of the people that want to see common sense gun reforms implemented. So at this point, we're looking at ending the filibuster and getting those gun reforms in to literally save the lives of American citizens.
Well, thank you, Doug. Appreciate your time here.
Thank you.